Hey guys, it's MGS. I'd like to give you another part of my Pokemon Liquid Crystal version playthrough. Now, after defeating that sailor who slacked off from work, I can finally exit that cabin. And let's see what other adventures await me on the SS Aqua. As the SS Aqua is heading to Vermillion City in the Kanto region. So now that sailor will let me pass, now that I found his co-worker. So it's time to find some people to battle. So this is a seasick trainer, but I guess he's not sick enough to refuse battle. So he sends out his Mr. Mime. Not a good matchup for my fighter. So I will switch to Snappy. So he goes for Baton Pass, meaning he will switch to another Pokemon in his party, and he chose Magmar. But my Snappy does have a super effective Earthquake that can deal super effective damage to his Magmar, and that's a one-hit KO. Nice job, Snappy, and here comes his Mr. Mime again. I will stay in because Snappy has a super effective Crunch. And that's gonna deal heavy damage to Mr. Mime, who barely survives, and it's going for role play. It copied Snappy's ability, which was Inner Focus. Juggler Fruits goes for a Hyper Potion, so I went for Crunch once again, hoping to one-hit KO this time, and I do, which means the first Crunch did minimal damage. So here comes a Machoke, another Pokemon that Snappy should take care of easily with Psybeam, which is stab and super effective. And it's going to be a clean sweep for Snappy. And not enough to level up. Oh no! No more ships for me, next time I'm taking the Magnet Train. Yep, looks like that'll be your best choice if you don't want to get seasick again. I'm so bored. Want to battle? Sure, bring it on. Here's Picnicker Deborah. She only has one Pokemon. She sends out her Seeking. I go out into my fighter. I'll go for a Brick Break. And it's going to be a 2-hit KO. Seeking goes for Flail, which does more damage the less HP Seeking has. So another Brick Break should finish off the Seeking. And that's a good game, Picnicker Deborah. Oh man, can't wait to arrive in Kanto. I think you say that because you want to catch more Pokemon. You're going to need more Pokemon to win battles. So I'm going to switch the Pokemon up in my party with Ben Yu-Gi-Oh in the front. And looks like this sailor wants to battle. Nothing beats a battle when I'm on break. Well, looks like you have a few minutes to spare, so let's get this battle over with. Sailor Jeff has a Raticate. And I use Ben Yu-Gi-Oh. And it's convenient because normal type attacks are immune to my Ben Yu-Gi-Oh's ghost typing. So I'll put it to sleep with Hypnosis. And now I'll go for a Dream Eater, which should do a lot of damage to the Raticate, and it's going to be a 2-hit KO. And luckily for me, Raticate's still asleep. But unfortunately, Sailor Jeff goes for Hyper Potion, which means it'll take a total of 3 Dream Eaters to finish off Raticate. If it stays asleep, that is. So I'll go for my 3rd and final Dream Eater, and that's going to finish the Raticate. And next up is another Raticate. So I'll just switch to my fighter. This will just finish off Eradicate a lot quickly if I use a fighting Pokemon, so I'll just use a Brick Break, and that's going to be a one-hit KO. And there you go. I disposed of 2 of your oversized rats. Guess I can't win if I don't get serious. Okay, I'm gonna check out the trash can. There's nothing in there. There's no valuable items left in the trash, like leftovers that I can snatch. So this must be the captain's room. And what do you know, there's the missing little girl I was trying to find. Captain, play with me, please. I'm bored. I want to play more. Hi, will you play with me? Oh, Grandpa's worried about me. I have to go. I have to go find Grandpa. Grandpa, here I am. I was playing with the captain and this guy. MGS, was it? I heard you entertained my granddaughter. I want to thank you for that. I know. I'd like you to have this. He gives me a metal coat, powers up steel-type moves, and evolves certain kinds of Pokemon. So I got the announcement that we arrived in Vermillion City. But first off, I will take a quick nap in my bed so that I'll be ready to take on some trainers in Vermillion City. I want to head straight to the Vermillion City gym to earn my first Kanto badge. We have arrived, so let me exit the ship, please. Thank you. Thank you for traveling. We hope you enjoyed the ride. I sure did. So these are my first steps in Vermillion City, and Snorlax is blocking the way as it snores peacefully. So gym leaders won't be easy to defeat. Well, I'm up for the challenge. So I'm going to cut down this tree branch so that I can get on with my Vermillion City gym battles. Okay, here we go. Yo, champion making, you lucked out this time. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He has traps set all over the gym, but the traps aren't active right now. You'll have no problem getting to Lieutenant Surge. That's a relief. I never liked the switch puzzles that he rigged the gym with before. So since this gym is full of electric type Pokemon, I'm going to lead off with my Meganium and battle the first trainer. I'm going to take you down. Prepare to be shocked. Is that right? Well, I'm not gonna be shocked in this battle. So Juggler Orton sends out Electrode. I'll go out into my Meganium. And I'll go for Razor Leaf. Electrode is the faster Pokemon and it starts off with a rollout. And here comes Razor Leaf, which sadly will be a 3-hit KO. Unless I get a crit. Electrode continues its rollout for the second turn in a row. It increases in power each time it hits a rollout. But Meganium's bulky and Electrode has pitiful attack stat, so it's not going to be dealing any significant damage with rollout. And this is its third rollout, still not doing very much. And here comes a third Razor Leaf, and that's going to finish off the Electrode. So here comes another Electrode. As jugglers usually have these ball-type Pokemon, like Electrode. I guess that's their favorites. Not only can it help them in their performances with juggling, and they use it in battle. So Electrode just decides to destroy itself with self-destruct and also dealing some damage to Meganium. That's fine by me. Meganium grows to level 52, and here comes his third Electrode. As Meganium continues to munch on those lefties. So Electrode goes for self-destruct, and that's convenient because I don't have to take it out with multiple Razor Leafs. And here comes his fourth and final Electrode. Hopefully it self-destructs too, so that this battle will be over with. But this one goes for a rollout just like his first Electrode did, so I'm gonna have to take it out myself. So Meganium goes for Razor Leaf, and as expected, another 3 at KO. So Electrode goes for second rollout, not too worried about it. So here comes a second Razor Leaf, and it's going to take a third and final Razor Leaf like we've seen before. But I'm going to try to conserve Razor Leaves and go for Body Slam. And the Body Slam finishes off the Electrode. And I've defeated Juggler Orton. Wow, I was overpowered. That is so true. So I'm gonna see if there are any healing items in my bag that I could use on my Meganium, and I will use a Max Potion. Okay, so it's time to take on the next Junior Gym Trainer. Lieutenant Surge recognized my potential with electric Pokemon. Think you can beat me? I'm never lacking in confidence. So here is a Guitar's Vincent. He also has 4 Pokemon. First of which is his Magnemite. So unfortunately my Razor Leaf missed. Magnemite goes for Screech. That will sharply lower Meganium's defense. But I don't think Magnemite has physical moves. I think it only has special attacks. So I'll go for Razor Leaf. I don't know, for some reason I thought this was Gen 1 because I'm in Kanto. So it does have the Steel type. Okay, so where was I before my emulator slowing down? Oh yeah, that's right. I have to switch out my Meganium because it has a type disadvantage, if you will, because its grass moves aren't doing very effective damage to this Magnemite. So I'm going to switch to my fighter, take it out with Brick Break. And that will KO Magnemite. And fighter grows to level 53, and that is good. Oh, finally, it's trying to learn Mega Horn. Definitely want that. So I will get rid of Dragon Claw, which is really the only move I can get rid of because fighter has 2 HM moves and I want to keep my Brick Break. So here comes a Voltorb. I will send in my Ben Yu-Gi-Oh, who's still at level 51. So I'll go for a Shadow Ball. Using Shadow Ball on a ball Pokemon. That is strange, but it works. Here comes a Magnemite. So I will switch to the Fury this time to burn down his magnet. Okay, so I'm going for the Overheat. And that will be an Overkill. There goes your puny Magnemite. And here comes his last Pokemon, another Magnemite. I will go for a Flame Wheel because of the physical special split. So his final Magnemite goes down, and it's game over for Guitar's Vincent. Oh, how shocking. Okay, so in the front of my party, I will put the Fury. Take on this older gentleman. You're here to defeat Lieutenant Surge, not if I can help it. So I'm curious to see what will you do to stop me. Gentleman Gregory wants to battle. He sends out a Pikachu. So I'm going to use Fury and his Overheat. Your Pikachu is toast. Goodbye, Pikachu. Unfortunately, Pikachu left a parting gift. Its static ability paralyzed my Fury. Here comes Flaffy. So I'm going to switch to my Ben Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't want to be battling with a paralyzed Typhlosion. So I'll go for Shadow Ball, and that's going to deal a great amount of damage to this Flaffy. But unfortunately, Flaffy survived the Shadow Ball and goes for Thunder Wave. Paralysis, one of the most annoying status conditions in Pokemon. Flaffy missed the Thunder because it's an inaccurate move. So another Shadow Ball finished off Flaffy. And Ben Yu-Gi-Oh grows to level 52. And here comes not another Pokemon. He is done. Sorry, failed you, Lieutenant Surge, sir. That's too bad. I don't think Lieutenant Surge has any mercy on you. So I will use my 2 full heals on Ben Yu-Gi-Oh and the Fury. So now it's time to take on Surge. Hey, you little tyke, I have to hand it to you. I may not be very smart to challenge me, but it takes guts. When it comes to electric Pokemon, I'm number 1. I've never lost on the battlefield. I'll zap you just like I did my enemies in war. So, Lieutenant Surge thinks being in a war and being in a Pokemon battle are the same thing. In some ways he's right, but he shall fall. His electric Pokemon won't destroy me. But alright, Surge, you're right. Choose going down. I'm gonna use Overheat. And Raichu barely survived. And Raichu goes for a powerful Thunderbolt attack. And that did quite a bit. So, as expected, Surge uses a Hyper Potion on his Raichu. And I'm going for a Flame Wheel this time, since my special attack stat sharply dropped. And Raichu got burned, and looks like a simultaneous status is occurring here, as the Fury got the paralysis off the static ability of Raichu. So, Raichu goes for Thunder Punch, which the power of the Thunder Punch has been lowered due to the burn. And Raichu goes for Quick Attack. That did nothing because of the burn, like I said. And another Flame Wheel will finish off the Raichu. So here comes a Magneton. I'm going to stay in because Magneton is weak against fire, but first I want to fully restore the Fury's HP and get rid of the paralysis with full restore. Magneton goes for Swift, and that's not going to do a whole lot. So I will go for Flame Wheel. And Magneton survives it. And it also gets burned. Fury's just burninating Surge's Pokemon one at a time. So the burn inflicts its damage on Magneton. And I'm going to finish off Magneton with another Flame Wheel. Thanks for coming, Magneton. See you later. And Fury grows to level 53. And here comes an Electabuzz. So I will switch out into Snappy. I'm gonna have to use Snappy's Earthquake. So, time to shake it up with Earthquake. And Electabuzz barely lives. And it goes for Light Screen, which cuts down the special attacks I used in half. But it should have used a Reflect. I'm not sure if Electabuzz can learn Reflect. Maybe it can only learn Light Screen. But nonetheless, Electabuzz has been defeated from a second Earthquake. Here comes an Electro. I'll just stick with Snappy. And Electrode goes for a Screech that sharply lowers Snappy's defense. And I'm going to use an Earthquake. And and that rattles Electrode, but it survives. This Electrode goes for Swift, but it really should have went for Rollout because it just used Screech. Not a very smart play. Electrode goes down. And here comes another Electrode, Surge's fifth and final Pokemon. Electrode goes for Double Team, taking a page out of Koga's playbook by using the Double Team strategy. And looks like it worked for this turn because Earthquake missed. And Electrode goes for Swift. So this time Earthquake hits, and that's good news because I don't want to be evaded by those double teams forever. But unfortunately Electrode survived and goes for another Swift, but luckily Earthquake hit twice in a row and Electrode goes down. And Surge has been beaten. Arg, you are strong. Okay, kid, you get Thunder Badge. So I received the Thunder Badge. It increases Pokemon speed. Not really sure how that works, but whatever you say, Surge. Consider it proof that you defeated me. You wear it proudly, dear. I sure will, Surge. Definitely will. So I've earned my first Kanto Gym badge, and I think that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, sub, and I'll see you guys next time.